Yo. The FixTF2 movement is more than 3 weeks in, and Valve has finally given a response. Well, sort of. A few hours ago, Valve made a new page on their Steam support section, and this new page is specifically for TF2 bans. This is brand new. The page isn't a very long read. It would basically go over what would happen if you were caught cheating, hacking, or botting in TF2. It goes over what constitutes your ban, why did it happen, and what are your options after you got banned. Small spoiler, your options are very limited. For those in the audience who don't know, some context. TF2 has been infested with bots for years now at this point, and the community has been begging for a fix for a long time. They started the Save TF2 movement a few years ago, and now, about last month or so, they started the Fix TF2 movement. I made videos on the topic, feel free to check out my channel, there they are, shameless self-plug. That's also what I did to your mom last night. The movement got massive support, it even went mainstream for a little while. Hi Internet Wanderer, my name's Argonax. I make video reviews, essays, commentaries, and shorts. I hope you enjoy my content enough to do the YouTube things. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. In the days leading up to this new page being posted, people have noticed that Valve has been making a conscious effort to ban numerous accounts out of TF2. Now it's obvious that these accounts were bot accounts. It was a huge topic of discussion on the TF2 subreddit for a while. And while the bot count was substantially reduced, they eventually came back. And now, Valve has made this page. Now, just to be completely clear, this page is an indirect statement. Valve doesn't address the TF2 community or the game directly. This is them just making a public statement over what would happen if you got caught cheating. Which isn't exactly what the community wanted, but hey, baby steps. Some people have interpreted this as Valve's indirect way of saying that they will continue to support TF2, regardless of its age. And yeah, I can see the sentiment for that. TF2 for a while has become like Voldemort, like the game that will not be named for quite some time. So them putting out this statement is a net positive. It's a good thing for the community as a whole. However, I will state, I have read Valve's other Steam support pages, specifically the one about generic Steam bans and account banning. And this is barely a paragraph long if I was to put all the words together. So it's, in my opinion, it's quite clear that they kind of just threw all of this together at the last minute, or at the very least, it was very rushed. I'm not trying to downplay it, I'm just saying that I have seen support pages on Steam easily 3 times the size of this. So I'm not trying to take away the fact that they finally addressed it, but I don't want everyone to think that the problem is solved. It's still not. VAC anti-cheat hasn't been changed. Valve is making an effort to ban these accounts, which is a good thing. They need to work at the root problem, which is people can still make new accounts with little to no effort. So while this will definitely scare some of these cheaters and hackers and botters, it's still far from ideal. About a year ago or so, Valve made a page for Dota 2 that specifically says cheaters will never be welcomed in Dota. And in it, you can see how Valve uses a lot of strong language stating how that they will maintain this promise to upkeep the integrity of Dota and to ensure that the playing experience will not be ruined by would-be violators like cheaters and hackers and such. And to Valve's credit, at least in Dota, that has remained true. Here's my Dota hours if you want to see.
Oh my goodness!
But as I have stated in my previous videos, it's a lot harder to hack in Dota, and also the incentive to ruin games is just not as high compared to TF2. In the Dota 2 page, the very first sentence says that they permanently banned 40,000 accounts using third-party software to cheat in Dota. I want them to make a statement just like this for TF2. Are you listening, Valve? Gabe, make a statement exactly like this saying cheaters and bot hosts will never be welcomed in Team Fortress 2, and then give us a number. We as the community want to know exactly how many of these scumbags that you have removed from the game. We want a tangible number. And of course, whatever else info you want to give out. In the last 2 paragraphs of this Dota statement, it reads as such. But whenever they say Dota, I'm going to replace it with Team Fortress 2. Team Fortress 2 is a game that is best enjoyed when played on an even field, where victories are earned by skill and tenacity. We expect that some players will continue to develop and use new exploits to continue to gain unfair advantages at the expense of other players. As before, we will continue to detect and remove these exploits as they come. and continue to ban users who cheat. Lastly, we'd like to thank those who offered their time and energy to help us resolve this. From those who reported a player acting suspiciously in-game, to those who recorded cases where this behavior was absurd. Thank you for helping make Team Fortress 2 a better experience for everybody. See, make a statement just like that, but for TF2. Please, the community is long overdue. But nevertheless, this is still a good thing that they made this page. Looking over it real quick, the first section explains why you were banned in the first place. It states cheating, manipulation of competitive ranked mode, which is crazy. No one plays ranked mode. Botting and automation, and that's the big one, obviously. And intentionally interfering with the normal operation game servers and the like. And then everything else after that section, I just love how many times they use the word no. Can you tell me why I was banned from the game? No. Can I appeal my ban? No. I wasn't using my account when it was banned. Can the ban be removed? No. Can I move my TF2 items to a different account? No. So, in summary, this is a good first step. Valve has effectively done the executioner phase of the plan. Now, they just need to refine the judge and jury part for any would-be violators of these games. Apologies if this video is a little haphazardly put together. I made this in less than an hour, but I really wanted to get on top of this. Because while in totality, this is still a very small thing, after all, it's just a Steam support page. But for the TF2 community, it just shows that, yeah, the movement is doing things, even if by a little bit. All those little bits add up. I'm gonna make a more in-depth video that's gonna cover the FixTF2 movement when it reaches its 1-month anniversary. But for now, this one will just have to do. Think of this as my roughest commentary to date. Thanks for watching, Internet Wanderer. Do the YouTube things.